Jennifer Ashley.
In your beautiful Hull home today. And you're a foster parent.
I am.
Okay, can you tell me how you first started getting involved in it and why you got involved in it?
My husband and I talked about doing foster care when we were first married, but we were both in college and felt like it wasn't the right time. And then recently with my last child, actually with Sarah, my last biological child I should say,
Yep.
I had some complications afterwards. And so we're not able to have children physically. So my husband was listening to a commercial on the radio that talked about having children in the foster offices and looking for foster homes for them, and they were sleeping on the couch, and if you had a home or a space in your heart for a child, would you consider doing foster care? So we called and filled out the paperwork, and we went to the classes, and then we waited and waited for a phone call, and then a few weeks later we got a phone call, and our foster son is still with us, and we're actually adopting.
That is wonderful. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
So how many years have you been doing it for now?
Over 3.
And how many children have you had in that time?
7.
Wow, that's a lot. How long do they typically stay?
It depends on the need of each child. So for example, our son, who was our first foster child, is still with us. And so that's been over 3 years. And then I would say the shortest stay that we've probably had is 2 weeks. And that was a situation where a child was taken from a dangerous environment and brought here, and then we waited for grandmother to be able to fill out her packet, her application.
Sure. Tell me some of the pros and cons of being a foster parent.
I think the pro is, I'll cry. When you get a phone call that asks you to go to the hospital and pick up a brand new baby, and just to know that you're being trusted with someone else's child, and just to be able to hold a child in your lap and to comfort them when they need comfort. And I think having your family and a little piece of your heart, walking around this earth and just knowing that you helped. And children are just lovely. They're wonderful.
They are. How do your biological children react? How do they feel about it?
Well, I think if you were to ask me at 2 o'clock in the morning when a foster child has wet the bed for the second time and is crying for their mommy, that's a tough time. Everybody's a little sleep deprived after, a few of those nights. And so, maybe they're sad for that child too.
Yep.
But I think for the most part, it's been a great experience for my other children to learn about another way of life.
It has to also be hard sometimes when you get attached when they've been with you for a long time and they leave.
We had a foster child leave right before Thanksgiving.
Okay, somebody's getting camera shy.
And when he left, I cried for 6 months.
Oh, really?
We thought we were adopting. We thought that he was in a position that he would stay with us a lot longer. And I'm so happy for his mom because it is working out, and it's been a couple of years. And so if she were to watch this, I'd say to her, bravo. Just keep doing what you're doing because that's fabulous.
How does it work with the schools? How is it easy to integrate them into a new school system?
So you actually, as a foster parent, can put, I would say I wouldn't say restrictions, but you can put down what's best for your family. And so they recommend that you have children that are younger than your child so that the pecking order doesn't change. And so you can say what age group. So we've really looked for under 5. Sarah now is 7.
This is Sarah.
Yep.
Okay, and who do we have beside you?
And this is our foster son that we're adopting, Mo.
Great. Hi, Mo. You're getting a great family here. You're part of a great family here.
I'm going to Bea's house.
Oh. And who do we have over here?
Okay, Rachel.
Hi.
Hi.
And you are?
Jack.
Hi, Jack. And how about you?
I'm Mike.
Okay, Mike. So do you have anything to add to the foster parenting?
I have no idea what she
What
said.
are the pros?
Pros and cons from your perspective.
The pros, I think, for our family have been just seeing a different side of life than we would have ever seen. Seeing these children who have had such a difficult start, and opening our eyes to the differences that are really out there, and to the challenges that they have faced. And that has really been a positive thing. I think it has softened our hearts a lot towards the rest of the people around us. The difficulty is, it can be very difficult having children with behavioral issues in your home. We had one infant that was 6 months old and was a drug baby.
Oh.
And she couldn't sleep more than 2 hours. That was the maximum.
That must have been exhausting for you guys.
It was very difficult.
Right.
But at the same time, she was such a beautiful child. And I think all of our kids just really loved her, and those are some of the hard things.
How long do you plan to continue doing it?
What do you think?
I don't know. We will have a foster child or two for a little while, and then we'll take a break, and we'll step back. The two siblings that we've had recently were very hard. She was a 5-year-old, and she was a beautiful girl, but very precocious and very, And so we'll take a few months off, and then once we're ready, once we're feeling established again, we'll call our social worker and say, okay, we're open again.
Is there anything I haven't covered?
Can I embarrass Sarah for a minute? Okay, I'm going to go get a piece of paper. I'll be right back.
Okay, great, thanks.
What do you think, kids? Anything?
Hey. Anything you guys want to add?
If you're planning on doing foster care, make sure to totally baby-proof the house.
See, we've always had little ones. We've never had older than 5. 5 is our oldest, so.
And they had 100 day at school a month ago.
Hi.
And so Sarah was at school, and she said, if I could eat 100, she put down sausages. And she said, I could never eat 100 Twinkies. And it says, if I had $100, I would have 20 foster children.
Oh.
And so I think it just expands your children's hearts.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Could you imagine 20 of these?
Oh, it's adorable.